Hi everybody. So here we are. We are going to start on our deer. And here's my photo of straight ears straight. It printed out quite well. This is the Rapidresizer that Regina was so kind to provide for us. So if you printed it off, you get 4 pieces. So this is the first piece, and it's even marked. Second piece, or maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have pieced these together, and sometimes you have to trim pretty close because you don't want a lot of layers to push through. I've prepared my watercolor paper. This is a half sheet, and I just simply folded it in half and using the ruler, cut it. I've taped it on 2 sides. So I've taped it down here and along here. And that is just so I can take the transfer paper and slide it underneath and move it up and down. It's easier for me. You can use a black ballpoint pen or a red ballpoint pen, whatever's best, whatever you happen to have. I'm using black. But before we get that far, I just wanted to tell you there's a lot to look at here in this Rapidresizer transfer. This is your transfer should you decide to use it. So what I did is I looked at the photograph and took an orange Sharpie and found the edges of each one of the deer, the fawns. So here's one that really disappears into the background. So 1, 2, 3. With the black ballpoint pen, I'm just simply going to go over top each one of the lines that are meaningful to me. You know, a transfer is a personal experience because as you do these, as you do one after the other, you start to realize what you need for a transfer in the way of information and what you don't need. I tend to need a lot because what I do is I edit out as I go. Just sometimes seeing what these edges are and what kind of space I'm working with between here and here, knowing that perhaps it's the light, or yes, the light is moving on this side. Now, as far as all these little markings, there's just no way to see them here on the Rapidresizer, so I've just added enough information to draw them in. And you really do need to draw them in because we want these markings to be visible in our painting. Okay, well, I think that explains how to prepare the transfer. So after I've gone all over this transfer with my ballpoint pen, I'm going to lift up just to make sure that things have transferred. By the way, this is painter's tape. It's the color of masking tape, and I really love it. It's better to work with than masking tape, and it's the right color rather than blue. It won't mess with your eyes. And it's cheaper than painter's tape or artist tape. It's cheaper than artist tape. So I'm going to take a peek now at my transfer to see just how well I did and make sure that everything is there. So there we go. There's my transfer, and I'm ready to take a pencil and go all along here and try to find these markings. The other thing I'm going to do is just finish out these eyes with a little bit of a hard pencil to figure out what's there. I did add my crop marks. There they are. This is my 14-inch square. So I will tape the edges, and in this case I have a very small border. I'll just curl the tape around the other side. And because it's painter's tape, it will come off without leaving residue, and it will come off pretty easy. So everybody, that's the end of video number 1. We are on our way, and we can finish this transfer with some pencil work and get busy painting.